my God. I cannot believe what is happening right now. Are you guys watching this? Catherine Cat Richardson just dropped the absolute biggest bombshell on us, and I am screaming at my television screen. She bought a condo, a luxury condo, and she did it in a matter of hours. Just boom. Here's my deposit. Give me the keys. I am sitting here hyperventilating because this is the most unhinged yet fabulously iconic move she has ever made. After everything she has been through over these last few weeks, the horrific, devastating tornado that ripped through the country club, the terrifying liver transplant surgery to save Eva's life, the near-death experience where her heart rate spiked and doctors rushed in, and then that absolute train wreck of a public proposal from Tomas Navarro, our girl Kat just went out and bought a whole entire house. I am obsessed. But you know who isn't obsessed? Her parents. Nicole and Ted are completely and utterly losing their minds. They are spiraling into a state of sheer panic. Nicole is pacing the floors, her sharp maternal intuition going into absolute overdrive. She is convinced. I tell you that Kat is making this massive, life-altering financial decision for all the wrong reasons. Nicole thinks Kat is suffocating under the crushing weight of guilt because she publicly rejected Tomas's marriage proposal in front of the whole family. Ted is just standing there, looking completely baffled, scratching his head like he has no idea who his daughter even is anymore. They are both in a state of absolute shock, looking at Kat like she just grew a second head. But honestly, I am so frustrated with Nicole and Ted right now. Why do they always assume the worst? Why do they think Kat is just this fragile little doll who cannot make a single move without it being a trauma response? And let's just take a moment to talk about the contrast here, because Vernon and Anita Dupree's reaction was entirely different. Yes, they were shocked when Kat dropped the news on them. Who wouldn't be? But they didn't immediately jump down Kat's throat or treat her like she was having a mental breakdown. Anita, bless her beautiful heart, was actually so incredibly sweet about it. She admitted she is going to miss Kat so much, and she even confessed that she feels like they have become genuine friends. Anita is addicted to Kat's drama podcast. How cute is that? And Vernon? Classic Vernon. He just doesn't understand the podcast obsession. He prefers his music, and he is just looking forward to having more cuddle time with Anita once Kat moves out. They reacted like normal, supportive, loving grandparents. So why are Ted and Nicole acting like the sky is falling and the world is ending? Here is my theory, and I desperately need to know if you guys agree with me in the comments. I do not think Kat is acting out of guilt. Not even a little bit. I think this is Kat actually growing up. Yes. Our princess is maturing. Think about what she just went through. She literally went under the knife, risked her own life, and gave a piece of her literal liver to Ava, the half-sister she despised, the girl who slept with her boyfriend. That kind of sacrifice changes a person on a molecular level. It shifts your entire perspective on life, on mortality, on what actually matters in this world. Kat faced death. She had that crazy out-of-body alternate reality dream where she saw what life would be like if she had never been born. She woke up a changed woman. She doesn't want to be tied down to the family mansion anymore. She wants something that is hers. She wants true independence. Buying this condo isn't a desperate attempt to appease Tomas or run away from her guilt. It is a loud, proud declaration of independence. For her entire life, Kat has been defined by her family. She is Nicole's daughter, Ted's daughter, Martin's sister, the Dupree heiress, and recently she has just been the donor or Tomas's girlfriend. But buying this real estate, that is Kat saying, I am Catherine Richardson and I am my own person. She needs a space where she makes the rules, where she isn't waking up to family group chats dictating what is for breakfast. She wants to stand on her own 2 feet And honestly, I am so incredibly proud of her. I feel like a proud mom watching her take her first steps into adulthood. Why can't Nicole and Ted see this amazing growth? Now, we all know a massive confrontation is brewing. Ted and Nicole are absolutely going to corner Kat to talk about this rush decision. I can already see the scene playing out in my head, and it is making my blood boil. Nicole is going to use that soft, concerned, but deeply condescending tone she uses when she thinks she knows best. Ted is going to stand there, trying to be the protective dad, probably telling her she needs to slow down and think about the financial implications and how this affects her relationship. They are going to try to micromanage her life, just like they always do. But this time, I do not think Kat is going to back down. The old Kat might have thrown a tantrum or folded under their pressure. But this new post-surgery Kat, she is tough. She is resilient. She is decisive. I desperately need Kat to look her parents dead in the eye and tell them to back off. She needs to take responsibility for her own choices, whether they turn out to be brilliant investments or total disasters. That is what being an adult is all about. You make a choice and you live with the consequence. If Ted and Nicole keep interfering, they are just going to push Kat right back into her old immature ways. They are enabling her dependency. Kat needs to firmly state her boundaries. I want her to say, Mom, Dad, I love you, but this is my money, my life, and my condo. I am not running from Tomas. I am running toward my future. Can you imagine the look on Nicole's face if Kat acted? It would be pure, unadulterated television gold. And let's be brutally honest. Who are Ted and Nicole to give relationship or life advice? Are you kidding me? These two couldn't even keep their own marriage together. Their relationship history is a complete and utter disaster zone. Ted cheated. He has a secret child, Eva, with Leslie Thomas, of all people, the woman who has tormented their family. And Nicole has been bouncing around, currently having secret fantasies about Ted while she was just sleeping with Dr. Kiao Rollins. It is a mess. A beautiful, dramatic soap opera mess, but a mess nonetheless. If I were Kat, the absolute first thing I would do when they start lecturing me is throw their failed marriage right in their face. Oh my gosh. Imagine the dialogue. I can hear Kat screaming it now. You guys want to talk to me about making rushed, bad decisions? Really? Let's look at your track record. Dad, you slept with Leslie. Mom, you and Dad couldn't even stay happily married for the sake of our family. So please spare me the lectures on how to manage my life and my relationships, because neither of you are exactly the poster children for stability. Boom! Mic drop. I would literally pass out from the sheer drama of it all. Kat has every right to call them out on their hypocrisy. They need to take a long, hard look in the mirror before they start criticizing her path to independence. They need to realize that their own mistakes have shaped Kat, and now she is trying to break free from their toxic cycle. Now, we cannot talk about this condo without talking about Tomas Navarro. Oh, Tomas. Sweet, traditional, slightly emasculated Tomas. He is throwing a massive wrench into Kat's independent era. He completely refused to just move into the condo with her because he doesn't want to be a kept man. He wants to be the provider. He is worried people will think he is a gold digger who is only after the Dupree fortune. I mean, I get it, cultural pride and all that, but come on, Thomas, it is 2026. If your gorgeous, wealthy girlfriend buys a luxury condo, you say, thank you, baby, and you pack your bags. But no, his fragile male ego is bruised because she rejected his public proposal, and now she is flexing her financial muscle, and he just cannot handle it. So they reach this tense compromise where it is a trial move-in, and he is paying rent and splitting utilities. Honestly, I think Kat is being incredibly generous by even agreeing to that. If she bought the place to gain independence, having her boyfriend immediately move in and demand to pay rent kind of ruins the independent vibe, doesn't it? But it proves my point. Kat didn't buy this condo for Tomas. If she bought it out of guilt to trap him or make him happy, she would have caved to all his demands. Instead, she stood her ground, bought the place she wanted, and told him he could either get on board or get out of the way. That is not the behavior of a guilty, frantic woman. That is the behavior of a boss who knows exactly what she wants. And let's not forget that Chelsea is also in the mix, pitching new ideas to Kat regarding their Chelsea Cat brand that Kat absolutely hates. Everyone is trying to pull Kat in different directions right now. Chelsea wants to control the business and push her own agenda. Tomas wants to control the relationship dynamic and maintain his traditional gender roles. And Nicole and Ted want to control her life choices and keep her under their thumb. Kat is surrounded by people who want to dictate her next move. Buying this condo is her ultimate rebellion against all of them. It is her sanctuary, a place where neither Chelsea nor Tomas nor her overbearing parents can tell her what to do. It is the one thing in her life right now that is entirely hers. I am so incredibly invested in this storyline. I need Kat to thrive in this new condo. I need her to decorate it fabulously, host amazing parties, and prove everyone wrong. I want Nicole and Ted to walk into that condo, see how happy and settled their daughter is, and realize that they were completely wrong to doubt her. They need to realize that the little girl they knew is gone and a strong, independent woman has taken her. The liver transplant didn't just save Eva's life. It saved Kat's soul. It gave her the wake-up call she desperately needed to stop playing the victim and start being the author of her own story. She is finally stepping out of the shadows of the Dupree Richardson legacy and carving her own path. Do you guys see what I am seeing? Please tell me in the comments if you are on Team Kat or Team Parents. Do you think she is rushing into this because she feels bad about Tomas? Or do you agree with me that this is her soaring into her independent? I am praying that Kat holds her ground when the inevitable parental confrontation. She deserves this win. She deserves to be happy and free from the suffocating expectations of her family. She needs to tell Ted and Nicole to fix their own lives before they try to fix her. Until next time, keep your eyes on the gates because things are about to get even wilder, and I will be right here to break it all down for you.